Welcome to the Michael Jackson International News Digest, Tuesday, July 30, 2019. Here are today's headlines. MTV to disrespect MJ once again. Jackson's in penny-pinching budget scandal. Wade Robson says something again. MJ vs R. Kelly wedding showdown. Paris Jackson's shocking development. And finally, some good news. MTV to remove Michael Jackson's name from award. MTV is reportedly set to rename the Michael Jackson Video Vanguard Award following the string of allegations made against the late pop star in the controversial Leaving Neverland documentary, or fictional film. According to the New York Post page 6 gossip column, MTV is considering cutting ties with the Smooth Criminal hitmaker's name for its annual Video Music Awards, which is set to take place in August. Interesting that the song they chose to highlight here is Smooth Criminal. They often do this, try to insert the word criminal into Michael Jackson's story. The outlet claimed there are heated discussions between network bosses over how to handle the Michael Jackson Video Vanguard Award, with concerns over who would present it and who would accept it with Jackson's name still on the prize. EasyJet passengers stunned as Michael Jackson's brothers fly with budget airline. One passenger said, "One of the group arrived at the airport with hand luggage and a £1.50 bag for life from discount store Sports Direct. I just thought they'd fallen on hard times. It looked quite sad. But judging by the 10 Louis Vuitton suitcases they carried, I don't think they're struggling for a bob or two." The flight, which cost them £23.21 according to EasyJet's website, turned out to be a wasted trip for the I'll Be There singers. Their performance at a festival near Nice was cancelled after the region was hit by electrical storms. Michael Jackson accuser Wade Robson claims people ignored the star's paedophilia because he was too powerful. Okay, let's just break down this headline. So, he claims that people ignored the star's paedophilia. Where's the word alleged? Because he was too powerful? MJ was never allowed to be powerful when he was alive. In the controversial HBO documentary Leaving Neverland, Wade Robson and James Safechuck accuse the King of Pop of sexually abusing them as children. Now, Yahoo News reports that Robson believes that the alleged cover-up of Jackson's abuse is akin to the Catholic Church sexual abuse scandal. Oh, for God's sake. And legal documents reportedly reveal that Robson believes employees of the King of Pop's companies were aware of his tendencies. Robson claims that one of Jackson's employees was responsible for organising all of my meetings with Jackson during this time, and suggests that she is the gatekeeper that was privy to all of his patterns with children. He also said that Jackson's employees did nothing because Jackson was simply too powerful to be controlled, and suggested that any sensible adult that was close to Jackson could have prevented the abuse. Again, the word alleged would have been nice. Since R. Kelly and Michael Jackson documentaries, couples and DJs are banning their music at weddings. These are the conversations couples, DJs and cover bands are having in the first wedding season to follow the releases of Leaving Neverland and Surviving R. Kelly. Let's say you're at a wedding reception. Would you miss those funky opening bars of Jackson's Don't Stop Till You Get Enough if the couple ditched it for moral reasons? Would you cringe if the wedding party did the Thriller dance? Are the Jackson 5 a safe bet? And does anyone really want to get down to R. Kelly and his remix to Ignition? Nick Spinelli, great name for a wedding DJ, performed an R. Kelly and Michael Jackson test this spring. Thank you, Nick. After both documentaries were released, he played music by both at a handful of bars, clubs and weddings and tested audience reaction. When he played R. Kelly at a wedding, everyone was just like, "Ooh, he's playing this right now," and they just walked off the dance floor. His advice to others: definitely stay away from R. Kelly at all costs, unless you get a request from a bride or groom. The reaction to Jackson was the same as it's always been. People danced. Spinelli said he still plays MJ at every wedding and hasn't had any requests from clients to leave him off the playlist. So let's just go back to this headline. The headline was, since R. Kelly and Michael Jackson documentaries, couples and DJs are banning their music at weddings, and then the last sentence talks about how no one is banning Michael Jackson at all. Paris Jackson keeps it casual in an oversized camo jacket and crop top as she stocks up on Japanese groceries with boyfriend Gabrielle Glenn. In other words, Paris Jackson has been shopping. And finally, some good news. Michael Jackson album sales and streams up significantly despite documentary scandal and calls to ban his music. Remember when the documentary Leaving Neverland looked like it was going to hurt Michael Jackson's legacy? Remember all the calls for banning Jackson's music and burning his albums? Well, it didn't work out that way. To date, Jackson's numbers for album sales, including streaming, downloads and CD purchases, are up 15.7% over 2018. Jackson's total streaming so far this year is over 1 billion streams. A third of those come from Thriller and its singles and individual tracks. Cancel culture? I don't think so. And that's today's International MJ News. If you have any tips, stories or breaking news, send them here first and subscribe. The best is yet to come.